Hello everyone. This is a small video to help you claim your Penumbra airdrop, which recently went out by Lavender.Five. So I hope you enjoy. Um, we get started with the Twitter because that's where everything happens, of course, in Web3. So just before starting the actual claim process, we want to make sure that the link we're going to and that everything is legit and that you're not accidentally getting scammed by downloading something strange or something else. So what we're doing and my normal process is basically go to the verified Twitter account that you know is theirs. Penumbra.zone, it has, well, like you see, a lot of mutual followers. I've been following this account for a very long time. Um, they posted this link, Penumbra.claims, and how did it come to this link? It came to this link through the actual, well, I guess, discovery process. Penumbra is going about their airdrop a little bit differently in the sense that they truly want their genesis to be in a decentralized fashion. So everybody should work towards having the genesis of this network. So they published a few codes on Twitter and also on this website that over time basically revealed a solution, and the solution is a pointer towards this link which hosts the airdrop claiming process. So that's what the person they explain here, and then they point towards this link. Let's double verify though this link with some of the accounts we know are related to Penumbra. So, for example, Henry, who is a long time contributor to Penumbra, he's posting about this link and like sharing with other people. And then there's also, for example, Park. I think she's the founder of Radiant Commons. You can check her account, and then there is Platefinch. Um, I think it's called Platefinch. Yeah, which is also a developer. You're not able to see his posts, but I think he also has a website up right now, which is called Penumbra.today. So let's quickly check out that as well. So this all points towards the same users, basically. So if you find the Twitter of Starling Cyber, you'll see that it's by Platefinch, who is also a contributor to Penumbra. So in the end, all of the links point towards the same thing. So, well, we are quite sure that this is the right link to claim, which is why we posted about it as well, and other validators and other contributors to Penumbra did as well. So you can follow this link, which is penumbra.claims. And if you scroll down the website, which will explain a bit about what Penumbra does, which we can go over later down the road, but in essence, it's a ZK-based transactional privacy network that includes concentrated liquidity DEX as well. So you're able to do like Zcash type shielded transfers of any asset that's connected through IBC, because it's a Tendermint chain, although not necessarily a Cosmos chain, but it does have IBC. You can transfer these assets and you can also trade them on the concentrated liquidity DEX, which basically means it's like Uniswap v3-esque. So you can put limit orders and you can work like that. At least if you go through the entire website, scroll down, you'll get to this page, which asks you to connect your wallet or connect your GitHub. The GitHub claims are for people that contributed to various repositories like the initial Rust libraries, various cryptography libraries, the Cosmos SDK, Tendermint RS, and stuff like that. I actually didn't. Our GitHub doesn't work because we only contribute to Relayer software and some other things, so we didn't get any airdrop from this, but our wallet does work. Why does the wallet work? So you can just connect your Kepler like that. You would probably need to approve if it's your first time connecting, which is completely safe. If you have any DeFi experience within Cosmos, then you'll likely apply for the airdrop. So it's things like using Osmosis probably, or maybe using Shade Protocol on Secret or Astroport. At least certain DeFi activities qualify, not just staking. If we then continue, I'll see that I'm eligible to claim. So I'll start claiming my tokens, and this is where the process starts. And it asks you to install a wallet. And this is where I guess the second vetting process needs to come in. And I'll explain a little bit about why you need to install a wallet and that it's completely safe. So anyway, normally I wouldn't necessarily immediately click this link, but right now we can do it. I'll click the link and then it refers immediately to an official Chrome plugin. And this plugin link, you'll see that it refers to the Prax wallet, which is created by Penumbra Labs. But how do you actually check this? Well, you can see here that it's created by Penumbra Labs. It's been here for a while. It's been here since the 3rd of June, which is not super long, but it's 2 weeks. So there's some pre-planning. It also shows their address. But most importantly, you have to check, okay, who are the people from Penumbra Labs and did they actually build this? So we go back to the Twitter, which we went on about first, which you can see Henry here again. Henry works for Penumbra Labs and probably built parts of this wallet. And if you look through his tweets, you'll see that he's responding to people who are scared about the wallet situation. So I have to find the exact tweet, but he's basically explaining to people why they're able to use this wallet and it's not a problem. So that's the best way to check it. But I myself already had this wallet actually installed because I used it in the testnet, so I'm 100% sure it's correct. So we're going to add it, and then I'm going to explain a little bit about why this wallet is actually needed. So Penumbra has a separate wallet because it's a zero knowledge extended chain. So what that means is that it's a Tendermint network, but the Tendermint network doesn't just work on an account-based model. It works on a UTXO model similar to Bitcoin or Zcash. These UTXOs help in like protecting the privacy of your transfers because, well, we actually wrote a thread about it, but it's related to the sapling circuit, which was originally invented by Zcash. But for a wallet to work with that, it actually needs to know what the chain is and also what your state of the chain is, because it's private for everybody else. So what the Prax wallet does is it keeps a light client of the chain active on your browser, and every time you connect, you will be able to it will automatically basically sync up with the network and show you the assets you have, while other people might not know that. And this is just not something that Kepler can support at the moment because they support many, many different chains and probably don't have the flexibility to implement everything for Penumbra. So continuing on, basically, we can now create a new wallet to start claiming the airdrop because that's where we left off. So we can create a new wallet. How you do this is basically by clicking this button. I would definitely advise creating a new one and not importing in one that already exists. You can always just move over these assets to a wallet you already have later down the road. So just use a new phrase and secure it somewhere. So for now, I will reveal the phrase. You can use 12 or 24 words. Both are very safe, but just always use 24. There's a little it's probabilistically a little more secure to use 24. Copy this to the clipboard and back it up. And then you can set up your wallet here as well. And then we can return when you have your wallet set up. When your wallet is set up, the only thing you have to do is basically copy your address from your wallet. For me, the wallet is still empty, so I cannot copy it. But basically, you can go to your wallet, click on the extension. When you click on the extension in the top right corner, it will show you a UI which says account #0 and then an address and then the IBC deposit address like toggle underneath. You don't necessarily need the IBC deposit address. Just click on the copy button of the account 0 address. Penumbra accounts actually have an identity key, which is the seed phrase and the key that's underneath. And then it has, well, potentially thousands of sub-accounts that are part of it. And all of these accounts actually point towards the same key. So you can move through your accounts, potentially use account 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. You can use all of them. Doesn't matter. Just use one of the account numbers and the assets will go through to your key specifically. And this is just a standard like back32 derivative thing of how seed phrases and private keys work, but Penumbra made it in such a way that these are very core to the feature. So you can use all of the separate accounts for separate things, but from the wallet actually interact with them as if they are the same account, and they are private by default, like separated from each other. So you can use one to pay some person and pay another to pay another person. And although for you it feels like one use case, for others it actually looks as if you are multiple different people. So it's an added privacy benefit. Basically, paste the address in this button below and then click submit. And then when you have submitted, they say your wallet is connected, you can claim now, and then you get the option to stake a Genesis. I am definitely going to stake a Genesis because I want to support our own validator. But for you, you have the choice to do this or not do this. There is probably an unbundling time, but we're not exactly sure on what it's going to be. It's dependent on the Genesis parameters the validators are going to choose. But basically, the chain is going to run not based on foundation delegations, but based on how the airdrop participants distribute their stake. So it's important that you help the network distribute from the first block, so we can work towards a decentralized Penumbra network. So I'm going to stake a Genesis, and then it asks you for a validator address. And there's two ways you can get one. The first is go to this website, Penumbra.today, which was made by Platefinch, which we talked about before. And it has this list of the current testnet validators. Currently, there are suddenly 80. There used to be only like 20 or 15, of which we were one. We had to actually remove our validator and then bring it back up because we wanted to use a different key for mainnet. So we're now in spot 37, but you'll see that everybody who has an icon, like a rocket icon, is ready to launch for mainnet. So you can potentially delegate to any of the validators that you see right here, which have the rockets live, because they intend to also be there at Genesis. I'm going to specifically copy our key from Lavender.Five nodes because I want to stake to us, because I know we will do a good job and protect the assets that I'm going to stake with. And then you can actually double check this link, this key as well with our Twitter page. We have a claim link which directly will stake with us, but you can also see the Penumbra address right here, and it's the same as you see on the Today Explorer. So you can also go to other validators on Twitter and maybe check out and see if you can use their key to stake a Genesis. So we'll go back to the claim website, which is here, and paste the validator address, which you see it ends on FMX9, the same as it does here, FMX9. So we're going to then continue claiming, and then it's going to be staked to this address at Genesis, which is good with me. And now I just have to submit my claim to summon. And this is like one of those funny captchas where you just have to hold it to claim. Now we're going to approve this transaction. For me, I'm claiming this from a Ledger account, so I'm quickly connecting my Ledger. I'm going to approve this transaction. The only thing this is doing is proving that I own this account so that I can claim it to the correct address and not that someone else can claim it for me to a different address. So this is just a simple signed message. It doesn't cost any gas. So you go click approve, and then I will just quickly go through the ledger. And now I've done it. I've claimed my airdrop. I'll be staking from Genesis. And now I can go on to do another wallet if I want to. You can just relaunch the experience and claim on another wallet. So if I click right here, that will be able to do that. But for now, that's it. So good luck claiming and enjoy your airdrop. Nobody will know exactly how much tokens you'll get right now, but you'll definitely see a Genesis. And if you stake with us, you will be secure from day one. And we hope to be able to allow you to trade privately and shield your assets into the future, because that's what Penumbra allows, and it will be a massive boost to the overall IBC ecosystem.